1957 Chevrolet Bel Air in beautiful white over red. If you're gonna have a Bel Air, for me, it's got to be in that color. That's sort of the iconic color when you think of this car, isn't it? With a scalloped bit down the side. Coming from long-term ownership, this one. It's been owned by the same chap since 2011. It's 13 years. Lovely condition. We're going to start by having a good look around the bodywork. I'll pop the camera underneath because it is nice underneath. We'll check the interior out and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. Starting on the right-hand side, so not the driver's side, obviously left-hand drive, American car. Starting on the right-hand side, if we look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. It's not full of ripples or dents. It's not full of filler. It's not wavy. All your panel gaps on the doors, all the way across are lovely. All the doors shut really well. Driver's wing, it's lovely and clean along there. Across the top of the wing, you normally find some scuffing across this section, but as you can see, this one is all nice and neat. All the furniture's good. There's a little bit of polish there, we'll ignore that. And there's a nice stainless trim all the way down, which is in lovely condition. Got a little bit of paper where it's guided on there. That one's sort of cleaned out. We'll ignore that. And there is a very, very light, in fact, it's not, it's dried on polish. Ignore that. So wing-wise, really lovely and clean. Inside that arch is sharp all the way around. There's a little bit of road dirt there, which we'll clean off. It's on its correct hubcaps, painted red steels underneath, and the white wall tyres. The white walls are in lovely condition. We'll pop the camera underneath from here as well. And as you can see, it's not a patchwork quilt of welding. It's in nice condition underneath. The floor pans and the sills are all very nice. See the sill all the way along is nice and neat. Coming down this side, the right-hand side door, again, lovely and clean and tidy. A little bit of pitting on the handle if we're being really picky. The rest of the trim is in lovely condition. There's no corrosion coming through here, normally where you'd find it. And again, this trim around the window is good. The seal is nice. Coming up onto the roof, we've got a little bit of a scuff just there, but it does feel like it's on top of the paint, so that should just polish out. It continues there. Inside the gutter is nice and neat all the way along. The roof itself, for the size of it, is lovely and straight and smooth. A couple of little bits of dust in the paint. If you look at them now, you can almost see them. You can just see some there under the light. Potentially a good cut and polish should get rid of most of those. Continuing down this side, rear door again, nice and tidy. And then this large rear quarter, got a little bit of dry polish there as well. We've done a terrible job of wiping this car down. Stainless trim down here, again, nice and neat. All your badging at the rear end is good. Another good wheel and tyre. And the arch, again, sharp all the way around. Normally you find a bit of corrosion down here in this area, but this one, as you can see, is lovely and clean. And the same sort of story behind the bumper, but again, nice and tidy. Again, you can have another look down that side. Very straight, very flat for such a big car. Round on the back, chrome on the bumper is gorgeous. All the way along, really nice and tidy. Obviously, this era of American cars, it's all about the chrome for me. This one's really good. Tail lights on each side are bright and crack free. Inside the fins, again, there's no real issues inside there. It's a little bit grubby down here, sort of dust and dirt wise. It wants a good detail down there. Got quite a good plate on it as well, VSK 666. Nice and tidy on the badges and the paintwork around the badges. Boot itself is all good. On the bottom of this rear screen, there's no signs of any corrosion or anything coming through there. Round on the driver's side, sorry. Nice and neat all the way down there. Again, nice and straight. Nice big panels, lovely and flat. All the trim's good. The chrome work's good. Behind the bumper's good. Under there, sharp all the way around. Camera under you so you can have another look. There is a little stone chip that's bubbled up ever so slightly just there. Pop the camera underneath from this side as well. Have a good look. All nice and tidy under there. Nothing at all to whinge about, is there? Rear door on this side, nice and tidy. A little bit of dust there, we'll get rid of that. Glass is lovely and clear all the way around as well. As is all the trim on this side, much the same story as the other side. There's no real marks to note. Just wiping those off, making sure that it is dust. And then again, bottom of the screen on this side is all good. Another look at the roof from this side. And down on the front wing, inside that arch, again sharp all the way around. You can see inside there, nice and clean. Same down the bottom. Again, there's a little bit of road dirt there, which we'll get rid of. Another good wheel and tyre. And then round on the front, same story with the chrome. The chrome work is lovely. Badge is nice. Normally these fade away. Bumpers all sit nice and straight. The grille behind is good. Front of the bump bonnet, lovely. There's no real signs of any stone chips on there. If we're being really picky, there's a couple of light swirl marks. There's a little bit of a watermark there as well. Either where it's been washed with a sponge or it's had a cover on it, so maybe a little bit of a polish might just improve that extra 1 or 2%, but it is in really, really nice, presentable condition. Really good looking car. It's got a couple of stickers in the windows from shows, so it shows you it's ready to go for that. And like I say, in the best colour combo for me. Moving on to the interior. Get door card on the passenger side, lovely and neat. There's no wear on the painted section across the top. Door shuts are nice. And that front bench, as you can see, is in lovely condition. No signs of any wear at all. Carpet set's nice and bright. Painted section along the top of the dash is lovely all the way along, as is the lower trim. Really nothing at all to complain about in there. Headlining is excellent all the way back. Even the interior light works as well. Look at that. Into the back on the passenger side. A couple of little marks out of the trim at the back there. You do have to be quite picky to notice that. Across the top of the door, again, lovely and tidy. The back of the front bench is nice. It's not being sort of kicked or abused. And the rear bench is as good as the front, as you can see. Sort of makes for quite a boring video, doesn't it? Because it's such a nice car, but it does make for a nice car. We need the key to get into the boot, so we'll run around and grab the key. Should have already done that, so I apologise. All nice and tidy on the underside of the boot. And then the shuts. Got the spare wheel. There's a few extra spare parts, bits and bobs. Obviously, long-term ownership, you sort of accrue this stuff, don't you? And then lovely and tidy under there. No sign of any trapped moisture or any corrosion coming through. Put that down properly. Rear driver's side. Again, lovely and neat on that door card. Nothing to whinge about there. Have another look at the back of the seat from this side and the bench. There's really no marks. It actually smells like new interior in here. Lovely and neat along the top of the parcel shelf. And then driver's side, same story. Nice across the top of there. Painted section. The heel pad is good. It's had a protective mat down obviously for a while. Lovely and clean along this section of the bench. Actually, normally the steering wheels wear quite badly, but this one, as you can see, is lovely. All the gauges are nice and clear. Mileage wise, it shows, what does it show? It shows 84,165. Nice sensible mileage. Obviously nothing for one of these big Chevy V8. 5.5 litre Chevy V8. It's about as reliable as an engine I think as you can possibly find. Lovely and neat on those inner wings there. Both sides. Slam panel and down this section's all good. You can see the underside of the bonnet's nice as well. If we peer in, inner wings are nice. It's got the standard Jack Daniels washer bottle. It's sort of the rules. You kind of have to have one by now, don't you? All nice and clean along the bulkhead. Engine itself, again, that's good. We'll detail what we know as far as sort of spec and stuff, but from what I understand, it's a pretty standard car. And then into the interior, we will stick the key in. Stick the key in the right way. And we'll fire it up. Fires up on the button. Ticking over nice and happy. From what I understand, the vendor did do a lot of the maintenance himself, but he's looked after it very well. As you can hear, that engine is lovely and smooth. He used it regularly, which is the key with things like this. If you stash them away, they don't like doing that, they need to be used. And if we go around the back, nothing nasty coming out the back. I have had it down the road briefly. It brakes nice and straight, the steering feels good. It's not wandering like a boat like a lot of them can be. Engine pulls lovely, gearbox is nice, obviously automatic on the column shift. So there you have it. Chevrolet Bel Air, cream over red, lovely condition, ready for the shows. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.